Welcome back, folks. Happy Wednesday, or as close as we get. It seems that as liberals rant and rail over the need for gun control, one story is flying so far under the radar that I've only seen one report of it. A man was arrested very recently outside of, well, not exactly outside, but near Justice Kavanaugh's home, armed with a knife, pepper spray, and a handgun. Now, as he was not attacking a target they can use, and as he did not have an AR-15, of course, no one is saying a word about this. Anytime anyone did anything from 2017 to 21, they were expressing themselves. We all remember Madonna, Kathy Griffin, Peter Fonda, Tom Arnold, and so many more, and their openly insightful rhetoric. All they did was get a talking to, although Griffin whined for 4 years that they ruined her, even as she still made millions. Now that Biden's in office, we hear the children are off limits. Don't talk about the children. He is the president. You must respect him. It was the same after the change from Bush to Obama. They did anything they wanted, everything they wanted, said whatever they felt like when it was Bush. But when it was Obama, he is the president. You must respect him. Now, Kavanaugh had someone trying to kill him. The man admitted he was going to try to kill Justice Kavanaugh. And of course, this story says that it is likely due to a leaked draft opinion about Roe versus Wade, which, for anyone who doesn't already know, you've been living under a rock, I guess. All this opinion would do is return power to the states for states to decide on abortion. Does not make it illegal at the federal level, does not make it legal at the federal level. It just says the states will decide. But I want you to watch this.
And they're taking away fundamental rights. I want to tell you, Gorsuch, I want to tell you, Kavanaugh, you have released the whirlwind, and you will pay the price. You won't know what hit you if you go forward with these awful decisions.
Yes, that was Senator Chuck Schumer. And that is threatening rhetoric. That is violent, threatening rhetoric. But nothing was done to him, was it? Nothing at all. During Trump's term, Maxine Waters was talking to her sycophants. Now, as they weren't homeless, she didn't tell them to go home. No. Maxine Waters said, I want you to get in their faces, push back, let them know they're not welcome anywhere. People are calling for Donald Trump to be arrested for the most minor things. They're already pushing for an Orwellian newspeak rule because he said peacefully protest. But of course, any of the liberal talking heads will loudly tell you, well, he really meant violent. He said peaceful, but he didn't mean peaceful. Just as they will tell you that Schumer and Waters, they didn't say it. They didn't say what they said. They meant peaceful. They meant just protest and let people hear your voice. You're just trying to change their words. As they literally try to do that to January 6th people. Even Rhino Cheney is now begging for money from people she tried to rope into her January 6th committee. And we're all being distracted. All of this is distractions. We need this to stop. School shootings are horrific tragedies. Yet anytime anyone like me or anyone else suggests that we put armed guards at the schools, well, no, you can't do that. Guns are evil. But we never hear about things like Justice Kavanaugh being threatened. Because one, he was only carrying a handgun, a knife, and pepper spray. He wasn't carrying the most evil thing on the planet that summons a demon from the ninth circle of hell into your body, the AR-15, which has been around and in circulation longer than I've been alive. We only hear about it when they can use it. And they're going to keep doing this. They're going to keep trying to use everything they can. This is Liberal 101. Never let a tragedy go to waste. Rahm Emanuel himself said that. Never let a crisis go to waste. They're going to keep using these crises, these tragedies, to demand more and more restrictive government policy. I have said for quite some time now that their ultimate goal is an Orwellian state that is so far beyond Oceania in the book 1984 that even Orwell would go, even I couldn't dream of that. They want a state that is very similar to communist Russia in the 70s and 80s, whereas they live in their ivory towers eating steak and lobster, driving around in their fleets of SUVs, flying on private jets. We, the rank and file peons, well, we'll be told where to live, where to work. We'll be told, you don't get paid. It all comes to the government. We will give you what you need. You'll be told, this is the food that you need to survive. You don't get any more than this. You'll be told, you don't get electricity 24 hours a day. You get it when we say. The same for running water, natural gas, so on. You're not going to have a car. You're going to be told it's bad for the environment. You need to walk everywhere or ride a bicycle. And anyone simply saying something that is not approved by the party, you'll lose power more often. You won't have a bike anymore. You'll have to be told to walk. Your rations will be cut. Your workload increased until, like the horse in Animal Farm, you'll drop dead and they'll blame you for being lazy. The threats will not stop until we have steely-eyed guards at every entrance to any vulnerable target. But notice they go after the ones that don't, and then blame the firearm. This is wrong, plain and simple. And we need to quit the verbal only. We need to vote these people out of office. Pelosi, Schumer, even now Cornyn here in Texas, as he's proven he's no longer loyal to the principles of the Constitution and is supporting gun control. Anyone and everyone in any government office that violates their oath to the Constitution of this country and the Constitution of their state, they need to be voted out and told, go home, fade away. You violated your oath. You're done. And anyone like this killer or wannabe killer stopped outside of a Supreme Court justice's home who said he was there to kill the man, they need to be thrown in prison for life. We never need to hear their name. We need to hear only the blurb that a killer was caught before he could kill, and he will no longer be a threat to society. End of story. Don't give them their 15 minutes of fame. Don't give them their name all over the news for 2 weeks straight. Don't give them any of the attention they want. Only then might people realize, not a good idea. Thank you for watching, for subscribing. Remember, keep it civil in the comments. We're here to discuss, dissent, and debate, not to act like toddlers. Until next time, have a wonderful day.